Outside again.
Hello my beautiful and lovely friends, it's Julianna. I'm back with another video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below as well as that like button and that bell icon so that every time I'm uploading videos, you guys are notified. Oh, that was a mouthful. Today I'm going to be filming a relationship Q&A. I don't get very many questions about this, so I just kind of came up with my own questions just to help other people out in like serious relationships. I know relationships can be hard, they can be very time consuming, but you can do it if you're very committed. And I just want to shed some light on this topic and various subtopics within this topic. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. My first question is, how long have you guys been together? Me and Caleb, which is his name, Caleb and I have been together for 6 months almost. This Friday it will be 6 months. So happy. There is literally so much love in our relationship. We love each other so much. As you guys know, we got engaged in October, so it was pretty early on in the relationship that we got engaged, but we both kind of decided on that together, and we were like, you know what, even though I'm in college, let's get engaged, like let's do this dang thing. Yeah, we've been together for 3 or 4 months by that point, but it was love at first sight. Like, I kid you guys not, we really connected the first date. I don't know what it was. Our families know each other. We kind of grew up knowing each other, but not very closely. So it was just really weird. I don't know. But we had a really good connection, and that's what really set us up for our relationship and then soon to be marriage. Our second tip is best advice for fights. Now, my fiance, Caleb, is not a fighter. He hates drama. He hates confrontation. He will avoid it at all costs. That's a good thing, because me, on the other hand, I'm not a morning person. So in the mornings, I'm a little gripey. And like this morning, I bit his head off. I was like, get out of my way. You're in my way. And he was like, okay, babe, okay. And I was just like, why am I so lucky? Like, I am so lucky to have someone so patient and so willing to even put up with me. And he's so good. So with that kind of stuff. So even though sometimes I'm kind of like a drama queen, if I'm being honest, I feel like whenever I start a fight, it's always my fault, because I will start a little simple fight over something stupid, like, you're not responding to me, why are you not talking to me? When in all reality, he's just exhausted. He got off work at 5, he's exhausted, he wants to lay down, play his video games, or watch a movie. And sometimes I want to spend time with him, but you know, you got to give your fiance or your spouse his personal time as well, because if you don't, then you're going to be up their butts 24/7, and it's not going to work. That's just the honest truth. So having some time apart is really good, because it really just kind of, whenever you get to hang out with each other and spend that quality time next, you really spend that time with each other, because you know that you haven't really been able to do that before. My best advice for fights, sorry, I got a little sidetracked there, is don't ever go to sleep without resolving a fight. So let's say you got into a little mini argument or a big argument. Don't go to bed until you're saying I'm sorry and you've resolved the fight. If you're really tired and you don't want to resolve it right away, go to bed. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, just lean over and say, hey babe, I'm so sorry, I did not mean to do that. That's the first thing, is admitting you're wrong and apologizing and not like letting it not happen again. Because if you don't let it happen again, then it's going to help you guys tremendously in the future. So that's honestly my biggest advice. My third question is, what is it like living together? So if you guys don't know, me and Caleb actually live together. It's amazing. I love it. I love living with my fiance. I feel like it really gives us time to bond, but it also has its downside. So if you're like not 100% sure with the person that you're with, do not move in with them. You don't know what they're like when they live with you, because normally the person that you're with is completely different until they move in. When they move in with you, they'll really show who they are, and that's what you gotta know. So you gotta like know for sure if you want to be with this guy or not, because if you're not for sure, it's not gonna work out, and you're gonna end up either kicking him out or fighting all the time. So living together is a big step in your relationship, and you want to make sure that you're 100% sure of doing that. And you want to make sure that you're 100% sure that it's something that you fully want to do and you want to put your all into. Because once you move him in and you sign a lease or something, it is hard to get him out. Because once he's in, he's paying half the rent. And you kick him out, it's all on you. So that's just a big step, and you don't want to sign that lease and not be 100% sure about something in the first place. That's just a big no-no. So I love living with my fiance, like I said, and I think that it's definitely a great thing for me. I love living with him. I love spending time with him 24/7. But, you know, we don't spend time together 24/7 because he works, I work, I'm also in school. It's not fully possible to spend time with each other all day. On weekends, we really spend our time together. We'll go on a date on Friday night. We always go on a date night. Or if we don't go on a date night, we'll just stay at home and like spend time together on Friday nights and play video games or watch a movie. That's like our mini date if we don't go out. So the main thing about date nights is just spending that quality time together and ensuring that you are really getting to know your spouse even more. Like, bottom line of living together, it's great, but make sure that you want to do it, because once you're in, you're in. My fourth question is, what do you do for your man to make him less stressed? So if you guys don't know, my fiance, like I just said, works 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 every day of the week. So when he gets home, I like to honestly make sure that food is already made for him. Because my man gets hungry. He's a big eater. Yeah, he may be a little skinny guy, but he's hungry sometimes. And I want to make sure that he's fed. I want to make sure that he is taken care of. I always want to make sure that the room is clean so that when he gets home, he's not as stressed with all the mess. I want to make sure that the bed is made so at nighttime when he wants to crawl into it, it's not all sloppy. I want to make sure that all of his stuff is in order if he didn't have it in order beforehand. What else? I want to give him some space to just kind of wind down. Yeah, you may want to hug him and squeeze him, and you can do that, but like, if you just keep your head up his butt, he's going to get so tired of it. And he's going to be like, babe, I just want my space, okay? So I make sure to just give him that space ahead of time so that you don't end up fighting or something. My fifth question is, how do you manage to spend quality time together with your busy schedules? So I touched on this a little bit earlier, and like I said, we manage to spend a lot of our time together on the weekends because we both don't work on the weekends, so that really works out for us. We're able to just relax at home, get our stuff done, like cleaning, grocery shopping, spending that quality time together. Like I said, we go on a date night on every Friday, or we'll stay in and do a little date night at home. We always try to make time for each other at least an hour or 2 hours a day. You know, sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes we're exhausted and we don't want to spend that time together, but it's honestly the best thing for your relationship, because if you live together, then you're gonna want to have that bond so that it's gonna stay up in the air. And I don't even know what I'm talking about. But what I'm trying to say is make sure that you're spending quality time together, whether it's an hour or 5 hours every day. You know, make sure you're at least spending a little bit of time with your spouse every day. You gotta prioritize it into your schedule. And if your fiance or your boyfriend or your spouse or your girlfriend does not want to spend that time with you and they don't want to prioritize it in their schedule, they're not for you. You know, you deserve to have that person that wants to spend time with you, that wants to be with you. And if they don't want to be with you, they don't want to spend that time with you all the time, let them go. Let's say hit the door and don't come back, because they're not for you, boo-boo. And I care about you guys. My sixth question is, any general relationship advice? So I think really paying attention to your fiance, listening is a very big thing that you need to do. Whenever they're trying to vent or say something or trying to tell you something, don't butt in and like say things in between. Let him talk or let her talk completely, and then add something on, or just agree with him. You don't always have to butt in. Like, that's one thing that I definitely had to work on for myself, with because I personally am a big talker. If you guys don't know, I love talking. I can talk people's ears off, but sometimes it's time for you to shut up and just listen, because they may want to talk too. So that's what I'm thinking, like, okay, I need to shut up right now and I need to let them talk, because they're probably going to get super annoyed with me. So also, communication is a big thing. You want to make sure that you're communicating. The other person cannot read your mind. You got to tell them what you're feeling. And if you don't tell them, then they're never going to know. And then another thing is, don't read too much into things, because sometimes you may feel like they're mad at you or something, but in all reality, they just are quiet. Like, my fiance is a very quiet guy. He doesn't really talk much in the evenings. whenever I try to talk to him, he honestly just wants to relax, and that's something I've had to work on for so many months ever since we've been together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe down below and click that notification bell, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.